Subscribe to our channel and click on the bell button to receive important financial updates faster than anybody else. Friends, welcome to another video on your channel Profit and Equities. In this video, we'll be talking about 7 stocks from Mohnish Pabrai's portfolio for the year 2019. Now, for those of you who do not know, he's a very accomplished investor who invests across both the international as well as the Indian markets. Now friends, we have recently launched channel membership on our channel, which entitles you to member-only live chats, member-only videos, early access to all published videos and dedicated member posts. Besides this, there are a lot of other niceties as well. Please click on the blue join button to get enrolled for these benefits. Please continue to watch the video for the stocks from Mohnish Pabrai's portfolio. Now the first stock on the list is Kaveri Seed Company Limited, which is available at Rs 459.85 and the face value for it is 2. The holding for Mohnish Pabrai in this particular company stands at 8.85%. The symbol for it is KSCL. Now Kaveri Seed Company Limited is an India-based seed company engaged in the production, processing and marketing of hybrid seeds. It owns over 600 acres of farmland and offers products in 2 categories, which are field crops and vegetables. Its range of field crops include corn, paddy, cotton, sunflower, mustard, sorghum, pulses, bajra and wheat. Its range of vegetables includes tomatoes, okra, chilies, watermelon, gourds and brinjal. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, the company began the year with an uptrend, but since then has been choppy and of late there has been a severe fall. The market cap of the company is 2,902.99 crores, which means that the company is a small cap one. The EPS of 32.92 translates into a very cheap price to earnings ratio of 13.97 when compared with the industry PE of 19.56. The price to book ratio of 2.84 is also on the cheaper side. The company has a debt to equity of 0.0020, which is a decent number, whereas the return on equity for this stock is also a very good number and stands at 0.1957. The dividend yield is 0.65% and the promoter holding here is 55.09%. Also, none of the promoters holding in this company is placed. The 52-week high for the stock stands at 660.70, whereas the 52-week low is 368.80. Besides, the company has a negligible amount of 1.8718 crores of total debt on its books. Now the second stock on the list is Care Ratings Limited, which is available at Rs 989.60 and the face value for it is 10. The holding for Mohnish Pabrai in this particular company stands at 1.93%. The symbol for it is CARERATING. Now Care Ratings Limited, formerly Credit Analysis and Research Limited, is a credit rating agency. The company is engaged in providing financial services other than securities dealing activities. The company's segments include ratings and related services and also others. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, the company was consolidating for about the half of the year, but since then has been on a downtrend. The market cap of the company is 2,915.48 crores, which means that this company is again a small cap one. The EPS of 47.61 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 20.79, which is much more cheaper when compared with the industry PE of 35.83. The price to book ratio of 4.86, however, is slightly on the higher side. The company has a dividend yield which is a very strong number and this stands at 5.56%. None of the original promoters of the company hold stake anymore. The company is debt free and the 52-week high and low stands at 1397 and 918.20 respectively. Now the third stock on the list is Sunteck Realty Limited, which is available at Rs 461.25 and the face value for it is 1. The holding for Mohnish Pabrai in this particular stock stands at 8.52%. The symbol for it is SUNTECK. Now Sunteck Realty Limited is a real estate development company primarily engaged in the business of real estate development and also incidental services. The company is engaged in real estate activities with owned or leased property. Its business focuses on designing, developing and managing residential and commercial properties. It is focused on city-centric development spread out across the Mumbai metropolitan region. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, the company had a spike towards the middle of the year but could not sustain it. However, of late there has been another spike in the stock price. The market cap of the company is 6,749.78 crores, which means that the company is a mid-cap one. The EPS of 13.75 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 33.55, which is slightly more expensive when compared with the industry PE of 25.69. The price to book ratio of 4.21 is also slightly on the higher side. The company has a dividend yield of 0.33%, whereas the promoter holding for this company is a very strong number and stands at 66.96%, out of which none of the promoters holding is pledged. The total debt on the books of the company is 568.2 crores, whereas the 52-week high and low stands at 527.35 and 295.80 respectively. The next stock on the list is Kolte-Patil Developers Limited, which is available at Rs 251.35 and the face value for it is 10. The holding for Mohnish Pabrai in this particular company stands at 6.27%. The symbol for it is KOLTEPATIL. Now, Kolte-Patil Developers Limited is a real estate company engaged in the business of construction of residential, commercial and information technology parks, along with renting of immovable properties and providing project management services for managing and developing real estate projects. The company has developed and constructed approximately 50 projects, including residential complexes, commercial complexes and IT parks covering a saleable area of over 12 million square feet across Pune and Bengaluru. Now, as is evident from the one-year chart, this company has also been on a downtrend and a lot of wealth of the investors has also been eroded here. The market cap of the company is 1905.61 crores, which means that this company is a small cap one. The EPS of 9.59 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 26.21, which is largely in line with the industry PE of 25.69. The price to book ratio of 2.14, however, is on the cheaper side. The company has a dividend yield of 0.80, whereas the promoter holding for this company stands at a figure of 74.53 and is very strong. Also, none of the promoter holding is pledged. The total debt on the books of the company is 721 crores, whereas the 52-week high and low stands at 354 and 204.35 respectively. Now, the next stock on the list is Indian Energy Exchange Limited, which is available at Rs 165 and the face value for it is 1. The holding for Mohnish Pabrai in this particular company stands at 2.48%. The symbol for it is IEX. Now, Indian Energy Exchange Limited is an India-based company that offers an electronic platform for the trading of electricity products. The company's electronic platform offers a suite of settlement services, including electronic trade confirmation, clearing services, and risk management functionality. Now, as is evident from the one-year chart, this company has not really done anything and has literally been flat throughout the entire year. The market cap of the company is 5004.22 crores, which means that the company is a borderline stock between a mid cap and a small cap. The EPS of 5.23 translates into a price to earnings ratio of 31.55, which is much more expensive when compared with the industry PE of 15.28. The price to book ratio of 17.63 is also very expensive. The company has a dividend yield of 1.33%, whereas the original promoters of the company do not hold any stake. The company has a total debt of 240.80 crores, whereas the 52-week high and low for the stock stands at 178 and 149.05 respectively. Now, the next stock on the list is the Phoenix Mills Limited, which is available at Rs 657.85 and the face value for it is 2. The holding for Mohnish Pabrai in this particular company stands at 1.03%. The symbol for it is PHOENIX Ltd. Now, the Phoenix Mills Limited is an India-based company engaged in the construction of buildings carried out on own account basis or on a fee or contract basis. The company is engaged in the development and operation of malls and other real estate properties. It operates through two segments, which are property and related services and hospitality services. It specializes in the ownership, management and development of retail-led mixed-use properties that include shopping, entertainment, commercial, residential and hospitality assets, aggregating approximately 17.5 million square feet over 100 acres. Now, as is evident from the one-year chart, the company has had no directional pattern for the year, and it seems like towards the middle of the year, it created an inverted head and shoulders pattern, which is a positive sign. The company has a market capitalization of 10,084.17 crores, which means that the company is a mid-cap one. The EPS of 10.92 translates into a very expensive price to earnings ratio of 60.24 when compared with the industry PE of 25.69. The price to book ratio of 3.93 is also slightly on the higher side. The company has a dividend yield of 0.40%, whereas the promoter holding is a very strong number and stands at 62.77%. Also, none of the promoters holding for this company is pledged. The total debt on the books of this company is also very high at 4428.60 crores, whereas the 52-week high and low for this company stands at 732 and 489 respectively. Now the final stock on the list is Rain Industries Limited, which is available at rupees 102.20 and the face value for it is 2. The holding for Mohnish Pabrai in this particular company stands at a whopping 9.78%. The symbol for it is RAIN. Now Rain Industries Limited is an India-based company which is engaged in the business of manufacture and sale of carbon products, chemicals and cement. The company operates through three segments, which are carbon products, chemicals and cement. Now, as is evident from the 1-year chart, this company has been on a consistent downtrend for the entire year. The company has a market capitalization of 3,437.45 crores, which means that the company is a small cap one. The EPS of 17.30 translates into a very cheap price to earnings ratio of 5.90 when compared with the industry PE of 36. The price to book ratio of 0.7436 is also dirt cheap. The debt to equity for this stock stands at a poor number of 1.7603, whereas the return on equity for this company is 0.1358. The dividend yield is 0.98%, whereas the promoter holding is also nothing much to write about and stands at 41.10%. None of the promoters' holding is pledged. The company has a massive debt of 8137.30 crores, whereas the 52-week high and low for this stock stands at 405.20 and 88 respectively. Now friends, beyond these 7 stocks, there are also 2 other stocks which are Oberoi Realty and Chaman Lal Sethia, where Mohnish Pabrai held stake when the company's annual report was published. But since there has been some time which has elapsed and because his holding is below 1%, there is no way to confirm that he is still holding them. This is why we have desisted from naming those stocks in this list. Now friends, making this sort of videos takes a lot of effort on our part, and if you want to appreciate the same, please do become sponsors on our channel by clicking the join button below. Please don't consider these to be recommendations on our part. Please go ahead and do your own research. This and all other content that you see on our channel is intended to be only a piece of news. Thanks for watching, and if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so.